Hey everybody, Punisher88 here, and it's time for a comic book haul. But before we get to the books, I just wanted to say I hope everyone had a great weekend. I also hope everyone had a great and safe Halloween, and I hope everyone had a awesome Halloween Comic Fest. I already watched a couple haul videos concerning Halloween Comic Fest, and I thought they were awesome. But I look forward to seeing plenty more. Now, myself, I wasn't able to attend Halloween Comic Fest this year due to the fact that I was out of town, but before I left, I did manage to score the two books that I was interested in, and those will be in my next haul. So, without further ado, what do you say we get to the books? So I'm going to kick things off with my Marvel stuff, then I'm going to move into the DC stuff, and then I'm going to conclude this haul with my indie stuff. Alrighty? So right off the bat, we have Secret Wars issue number 6. Then we have Doctor Strange issue number 1. And I really can't wait to read this because I have heard nothing but great things about this book. And trust me, once I do read it, there will be a review. Next we have Darth Vader issue number 11. Next we have The Astonishing Ant-Man issue number 1. And this I picked up because 2 weeks ago I was watching the Comic Book Roundtable and Millie Akers was talking about this book and she said it was a really good read. So I decided to check out my local comic shop if they had any issues left, and lucky for me, they did. And I was thumbing through it and yeah, it does look pretty good. So who knows? After reading it, if it is all that and more, well then, yeah, there's a strong chance I will be picking up issue number 2. Another thing I'm really happy about is that Mark Brooks is doing the covers for this series. I'm also happy about that because I love his artwork. I mean, the covers he did for the previous Ant-Man series I thought were awesome. And one in particular that was my favorite was where he did kind of a tribute to Miami Vice, and that cover is just so cool. So yeah, really happy that he's doing the covers for this series as well. So, and then the last Marvel book I picked up is I finally got my regular copy of Invincible Iron Man number 1. And yes, there will be a review of that as well once I read it. Alright, now into the DC stuff. So first we got Superman issue 44 and issue 45. And as you can see here, this is the monster variant. And originally, I wasn't really planning on picking up any of the monster variants, but there was two in particular that I saw, and they were both at my shop, and I had to get them. This being one of them, and the other is actually in this haul, so pay close attention. But I really like this one because I find it's kind of like a tribute to Godzilla. Because I mean, look, they got the Japanese writing here. They got the whole, king of the superheroes instead of king of the monsters and everything. And yeah, I just thought that was really cool. Next we have Justice League issue 45, or part 5 of the Dark Side War. And I don't know if this is the conclusion because last week the first of 5 separate one-shots started. So I don't know if they're going to do the 5 one-shots and then when Justice League 46 comes out, if it's going to say, the Dark Side War conclusion or whatever. But anyway, so here's Justice League 45, and it's really cool because Francis Manipal came on to do the artwork, and it's pretty cool stuff. I like that image of Superman right there. That is so cool. But anyway, so there's that. Alright, here's the second monster variant I picked up. And I got this strictly for the cover only, because this series, I don't even read it. Or should I say title, I don't even read it. And this is Sinestro issue number 16. And basically, you just can't say no to Grumpy Cat. I'm sorry, that is cool. Cute and cool. And then the last DC book I got is actually a variant to Blackest Night, issue number 2. It's one that I've been looking for a while now, and I can never find it at a decent price. And this I found in a 50% off bin. So when I saw it, I was like, score! And yeah, this is the variant with a zombified Aquaman and all his loyal sea creatures with him. And I don't know, from the first time I saw this cover online, I was like, I gotta get that. And like I said, I could never find it for a reasonable price. And when I found this in a 50% off bin, I was like, yeah, that's a no-brainer. It's coming home. So, yeah, very cool. Alright, now on to the indie stuff. So first we have Spawn issue 256 and issue 257. Next we have Fight Club 2 issue number 6. And speaking of Fight Club 2, I was looking at the back cover of this book, and I really hope they do a variant of whatever of the upcoming issues like this. And it's kind of like a tribute to the old Harvey comics. I think that's so cool. Anyway, just putting that out there. Next we have Castaways, issue number 7. Love this series. I think Scott Collins' artwork is really cool. And also, Scott Collins is a pretty cool guy, too. I met him this past year at Montreal Comic Con. Awesome dude to talk with. And also, I was curious, how many of you out there are also reading this series? And let me know in the comments below what you think of it. I myself, I think it's great. I mean, I'm not saying it's like the greatest thing ever, but I think it's a great series. Next, I got TMNT issue 51. And looking on the back cover of this, my local shop, has this hardcover, and I'm thinking within my next haul, if the shop still has it, I might be picking it up. And it's a comic book adaptation of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and that is one of my favorite movies. And yeah, I didn't pick it up because it wasn't in my budget. But the next haul I do, yeah, if this is still at my shop, I am going to be picking it up. Next, and if Liking the Covers 4963 is watching this, I know he's probably going to be happy to see that I got this, and probably a couple others as well, because I'm sure some of you are waiting for me to do a follow-up review on this series. And this is from Dark Horse. This is This Damn Band, issue number 2. So when I get around to reading that, yes, I will do a review of it. This is really high up on the need to do a review of list, and this is the monster priced TMNT issue number 50. Look forward to reading that. Next, I know I've said it time and time again, and this is one of my favorite indie series, and it's a real shame that this is the second to last issue in this series, but that's The Fade Out, issue number 10. I have nothing but great stuff to say about this. I mean, again, Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips, match made in heaven. And then lastly, from Warren Ellis, I picked up Injection, issue number 3. Weird series, but still very cool. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this haul. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If not, give her a thumbs down. If I get a thumbs down, well, it just means I gotta work harder on pleasing you guys. That's right. Also, if you enjoy hauls like this one, take a look around my channel. I got plenty of them. Also, if you're into backstories on lame comic book characters, well, every Wednesday I choose a character at random and I give you guys the dirt on them. Basically, who created them, when they made their first appearance, yada yada yada. Also, if you're into unboxings, well, every 2 months I do an unboxing since I am a member of the Marvel Collector Corps. And also, if you're into comic book reviews, well, every Thursday and Saturday I do just that. Thursday is usually a current comic, and Saturday is usually one of either a back issue book, a hot topic book, or something that just really catches my eye. And also, while looking around my channel, make sure to comment on any video you like, because I love reading viewer comments. And also, like or dislike any video you watch. Yes, I did say dislike, because let's face it, no one's perfect, right? And then when all is said and done, before leaving, make sure to click that subscribe button. Alrighty, so that's it for me. The next time you'll be seeing me is tomorrow for your weekly dose of lame superhero goodness. Also, another thing I wanted to mention, next week, preferably next Wednesday, there's not going to be a lame comic book character because next Wednesday is Remembrance Day, so I will be doing a little, I guess you could say Remembrance Day special, if you want to call it that. And then the day after, we will continue with the usual, Thursday comic review and whatnot. So I just wanted to let you guys know now, so when the day comes, when you see it's a different video, so no one's going, what happened to, the lame such and such or whatever. So just giving you guys a heads up. Alrighty? So, till tomorrow, this is Punisher 88 signing off. See ya!